everyone, what is up? And I am so glad that you all are here for today's video. For those who are new to my channel, my name is Tia Joy. Welcome. And to all of my fam who's already subscribed, who's a part of this channel, what is up, y'all? Now, you know, it has been a couple of weeks since I have released a new video, and if you have not seen last week on The Harder They Fall, I'll have the link above. It was a great time talking about that. So I have been gone for a couple of weeks, I know, because I had a lot of personal changes that's been happening. It's been very crazy, but it's okay. I am here, and I had to really think about what am I gonna really do for the rest of this month. It is the last month of 2021, and I really had to say, so what I decided to do was to bring back the voting polls of you guys choosing your favorite intro for the year. And so we are in year 2021. I know last year I did it for the very last week, and that was crazy. It was good, it was fun, but I know that it was very short amount of time of me to give you guys to do it, and so I kind of wanted to do it again, and this time give you guys more time. So I'm excited to bring that back, and I'm excited to see what will be the 2021 of your favorite intro. But last year, if you've seen last year's, You Got Served took home the crown. So this year, let's see who's going to be. But without further ado, I'm about to get into all of my intros for 2021. Now, I only did 18, and I know last year what I did was I picked my top 20 because I actually had a little bit more. But this time, I'm not gonna pick, I'm gonna let you pick, and we're gonna go from the top 10 to the top 5 and then to the number 1. So let's get into what these intros are so that way you can know what you are voting for. So the first one is Carmen, and this one was a fun one to do and to honor Carmen, who is an amazing Christian contemporary artist in the industry. It is kind of crazy because my very first dance review to start to do this YouTube channel, it was break-in, and I honored the dancers who were at the time that brought breakdance to the scene, and Shabadoo was one of them. And it's crazy that he passed away just beginning of the end of December of last year, and that was kind of hard and tough for me to record that time because it was just very shocking. And then crazy enough, beginning this year, my very first video that I did was Carmen, and he ended up passing away. But it just really showed the lesson in all of that. You just never know who's going to be here and who's going to be gone. So it's important that we take the time to honor people because you just never know. And I'm grateful I found the Holy Spirit to actually go ahead and do it, because I actually been waiting. It's been almost like a year, I would actually say, for me to do a tribute or a rendition of a Carmen video, because I had the idea, I just didn't do it. But this time I was like, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow that voice to do it and get it done, because you just never know, and I'm glad I did. So what I did was the intro, I did his very famous song, which was Who's in the House, and then it went straight into Righteous Invasion of Truth, and then I did the Mission 316, which was just a little snippet of him, as you see the video of him being an agent to deliver the message of which was John 3:16. And so that was a lot of fun. So that was a great one. My second one is Kirk Franklin, the one and only, and that was so much fun to play all those characters, and it was a really fun video. I started off with This Is It type intro, as if, you know, if you've seen the music video of him getting ready to go boxing against himself, and then I went into the one and only famous song, which is Revolution, and then I went into Stuck. And the crazy thing about that video is I had a God's Property shirt. I had it for a very long time, so that shirt came in handy for this video intro, so it was great. And then of course the outfits for Revolution, that was hard to find, you know, because they were all silver, but I found the costume and it worked out, and it was cute. I loved it. My third one was Wild Style. As you know, if you've seen Break-In and Break-In 2 and Beat Street, those were the movies that got most famous in the industry. But Wild Style was actually one of the first videos to release. It covered all the elements of hip hop, which is the graffiti, the rap, the MC, the DJ, and the dancing. So it was cool to do an intro of Wild Style. The intro was a lot of fun, and finding the gloves and pretending like I'm a graffiti artist. It was a lot of fun. So I love that intro. My fourth one is a week away, and that was just a fun video of me learning the choreography and dancing while the scenes were changing in the background. So that was a lot of fun. My fifth one is Kicking It Old School, and that was a lot of fun. I had to really decide what kind of scene I wanted to do for that one, but I decided to do when he was doing his chores and getting back into dancing since he finally woke up years later for being in a coma. But it was really fun to really pretend like I'm washing the car and the broom. Yo, that broom actually stood up. I wish I could have showed it to you, but it actually stood up, and I was very, very excited. As you saw the look on my face, how excited that it actually stood still. That was great. That was almost like a break-in Michael Chambers type moment, that blue shoe moment when he was sweeping on the floor. That was great, and I definitely know he was reinterpreting that, but that was fun. I really, really loved that one. My sixth one is Billy Elliot, and that movie review was recommended by someone who commented on my video, and so that was really cool to actually do that. And it was just another fun video, and that we like to boogie, and it was a lot of fun. And I just, showing my goofy side and just having a great time dancing, freestyling, having a jolly old time. So I really, really loved that one. My seventh one was In the Heights, and yo, that movie, I went to go see it in theaters. It was absolutely amazing, and my favorite song from In the Heights was Carnival de Barrio. I know that it was it was like a challenge, because at that time my hair was in a protective style. So for me, me, if you've seen my intros, I like to change the character, so it was a little bit hard, but I made my hair work, okay? I played all these characters, honey, and it was a lot of fun, and I had a great time doing that and talking about it. So In the Heights is my seventh one. My eighth one is my top 5 favorite male tap dancers, and I did Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, and it was a lot of fun bringing out my tap shoes, because the first time I brought my tap shoes out was High Strung 2 when I did that whole intro. So it was very fun to bring my tap shoes out again and go straight 70s 80s type look with my fro and my glasses, and I was just looking good, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a great time doing that intro, doing it outside, keeping it nice and simple but showing my tap skills at the same time. My ninth one was tap, when I did the tap review and that intro, and it was a lot of fun. I really had to think about how I really wanted to do that intro, because I was tapping outside trying to come up with some choreography, and then the idea popped in my head. It's like, why don't you just do a battle? So me and Gregory had a little tap battle, and as you saw that we were going back and forth, but of course he killed it on the dance floor as always, because he's just the tap master. So it was a lot of fun, and the idea definitely worked out, so I was very, very grateful. And as you saw, you always get, sometimes when you just know that you was defeated, you just had to put up that church finger and say, okay, you won, I'm gone. Like, I didn't even know why I even introduced myself on the floor, because you did that, Greg. So I really love that one. Now I'm going down into my last final intros for the year, and so if you like what you see so far, definitely hit that like button below. I would definitely love you to do that. That's definitely going to help my channel, and also hit that subscribe button plus that bell, and hit the notification, turn it on, so that way you'll instantly know when I upload a new video. But about to get to my final intros, and here we go. So number 10, it was High School Musical. Now this month that I'm going to talk about my intros, this was the September month, which was my birthday month, and I really got a chance to play my favorite characters, and on top of that, get into one of my favorite movies that I love watching. So High School Musical, Stick to the Status Quo, love that one, to be able to play the role, and I just really love that song. It was really hard for me to decide what I really wanted to do and what I wanted to interpret for that movie, but I decided to stick to the status quo because it was a lot of fun, it was hip, and you can't go wrong with the whole reactions that they were making when they were finally coming out saying, yo, I know I'm known for basketball, but I love baking. I know I love reading and studying, but I love dancing. I know that I'm a nerd and I like skateboarding, but I like playing the cello. So I just really love that whole scene, so interpreting it was really a lot of fun. My 11th one is High School Musical 2. Now I ain't gonna lie, I originally wanted to do Fabulous, I really did. But because of the costumes and finding everything pink, I barely have anything pink, so I don't know how that would have worked. So instead I went ahead and do All for One, and I really love that song anyway, and because since I've seen it so many times, I also knew the choreography, so I was like, let me just do All for One and playing all 6 characters. And yo, getting wigs for that this whole month for these characters was a lot, but you know, we did it. I did it. It was a challenge. And if you don't know, I released all three of those movies all in one day. So it was a lot of work put in to release this to you. So doing the second one, all for one, it was a lot of fun, and I had a great time playing all of these characters and finding outfits for it. My third one is High School Musical 3, and that is the 12th one was High School Musical 3, and that was a lot of fun. And yes, I did go and get the robe and the hat, the graduation outfit for that, because I graduated with black. I didn't graduate with red, but it was a lot of fun doing that, and I absolutely really love that last dance from the High School Musical series, period. And so for me to interpret it and just having fun and dance and celebrate it was great. So I had a great time doing that one. My 13th one was Mamma Mia, and originally I kind of wanted to do Honey Honey, but instead I went ahead and did Dancing Queen. This is one of the moments for me to, you know, practice my acting scenes and acting moves and skills. So it was a lot of fun doing Dancing Queen. I actually love this song, and it was just really cool to play her friends and do Donna. And you can't go overall, so why not? So I really, really loved interpreting, doing the whole thing of Dancing Queen and playing all the characters and just having a great time. So I really, really love that. My 14th one is Mamma Mia 2. Here we go again, and doing the Mamma Mia. And this is the thing, this intro, that was actually me singing, and it was the first time me ever singing, and it felt very comfortable, and I didn't have no pressure or anything. It was just a lot of fun. So for me to do that and doing the whole Mamma Mia, here we go again with her friends, and playing the older Donna for the first one, and then playing the younger Donna for the second one, it was just really, really a lot of fun. So I had a great time doing that. It was hard to find the costumes for it, but it worked out what I had, so period. The 15th one is Let It Shine, and I cannot tell you how much fun and how excited I was to do this Let It Shine intro. It was a lot of fun playing Coco Jones and Tyler Williams. It was so much fun, and I got that rapping down point. I wasn't playing at all, and low-key I had some rapping in my past days. I could rap, and so it was fun knowing the lyrics to that song. And I also studied that choreography for the dance in the background, so that was fun, and it was just a great time. I really, really love that intro. That was a lot of fun. Like, I had a great time. My last 3 intros, let's go. We're about to get into it. If you like what you see so far, and you just enjoy it the way I enjoy it, go ahead and hit that like button below. All right, so the 16th video is the first Cheetah Girls, Cheetah Sisters. I cannot tell you how excited I was to do this intro. It took a lot of work, like I said, for me to get these costumes for a lot of these intros. It was a lot of investment, but at the end, it all paid off. And if you want to know where I got the headband, because I really was trying to find at least a headband that was similar, but just enough. Because when it comes to me playing these characters, I want to be as close to what they were wearing as much as possible. If not, then I can switch it up, but still have the same image of the wardrobe. But I will definitely put the headbands where I got that below, so that way you can purchase it if you want to. But this intro was so much fun. I so much had fun. I hope that's somewhere in the top 10, because that was great. My 17th one is the Cheetah Girls 2. Now, I really had to decide. I had 2 choices. I was either going to do Strut or I was going to do Party Just Begun. But with Party Just Begun, they wore their outfits where they had the cheetah print, and I didn't really have that. And then Strut, I had to find costumes somewhat similar to that. Didn't really have that, but I decided to do Step Up, and I really, really love Step Up, and that was a fun whole intro that I did. I tried hard not to do the whole thing. It was kind of hard, but I did a nice chunk, you know? And I ain't gonna lie, yo, with Chanel's wig, I will put that in the description box below if you want to know where I got that headband wig. But that was everything. I cannot tell you how fun and excited I was to have that wig. That wig was life. Like, I really felt like I was Chanel in that one and the first one, I'm not gonna lie. And this last one, which I'm gonna talk about, which is a final intro for 2021, and that is Cheetah Girls One World. Now, this one was really hard for me to choose what I want to do for the intro, because I was either gonna do Cheetah Love, which I already knew, okay, I already did something with the Cheetah Girls of them being themselves and doing their own thing. Then the second one I was going to choose was One World, which is actually one of my favorite videos, and and song that they did, but I didn't have any Indian costumes. So I stuck to the middle, which was Dance Me If You Can. And I didn't really want to do too much into the choreography of what Gita and a lot of the Indian dancers was doing, because number one, I respect different cultures, and so if I don't know, I'm not going to bounce into it, and I'd rather learn it for myself rather than just doing it, you know, because I don't know when it comes to, you know, the respect level when it comes to that with that style. So that's why I didn't get into it. But I met just in the middle, because I did the last almost part of what Gita was doing. Then I went to the Cheetah Girls choreography, and then I really wanted to show the scene of both cultures showing each other their own dance styles, to show the unity of what it is to come together and learn and to grow and dance together. So I definitely wanted to show that, and so that's why I went ahead and decided to do Dance Me If You Can. Now that is all the intros that I did for 2021. It was a lot of fun. It's been an amazing year. I know I could have done more, but this year versus what happened last year, I wanted to balance off of doing more top 10s, more top 5s, and eyeshadow tutorials. And then I also did an interview with the dancers. So I wanted to really balance all of it out instead of just doing strictly dance reviews as I did when I first started. So I can see that, you can see that I definitely have evolved and grown a lot in my channel of putting more out there. So it only went down to 18. Technically there was kind of like a 19th one kind of, but that was because I was showing my top 10 favorite African dance styles. So, but that wasn't really an intro, that was just an India me showing what the styles are, which is a lot of fun. But those are my 18 intros for 2021, and so I will open up the polls tonight so that way you can vote, and you will have all the way until Wednesday the afternoon to vote of what is your top 10 favorite intros for 2021. There are 3 ways you can vote. The first one is through my Facebook poll, which I will have open. You can vote that way. I also have Instagram. I will definitely put this video on my Instagram as well. You can vote in the comments what your top 10 is. And the third way you can vote is right here on this YouTube channel. Like, if you can go to the comments right below and you can just go through the top 10, go ahead and put your top 10 right there in the comments. That'll be another way you can vote, and I will definitely count that. I'll have all my intros in the description box below, so that way you can check them out. And that's all that I have, you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. That really helps my channel, plus the subscribe button, because I'm really trying to grow my channel. So doing those things will definitely help. And also hit that notification bell, turn it on, so that way you instantly know when I upload new content. That is all that I have, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. And I cannot wait to see what your top 10s are, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget, don't just make good choices, but wise ones.